Hello, hello, welcome back to another episode of Self-Found Friends. Couple things I want to start with here. I want to apologize on the last couple videos. I noticed that my microphone was too close to my mouth and my nose, so it was picking up my breathing, which I'm sure was pretty annoying. And secondly, I am a bit sick today, so you're going to have to bear with a different quality of voice and maybe some coughs and whatnot. And thirdly, kids are watching TV in the background, so if you can bear with all that, welcome to a solo session here on Marlak. Now, I know some of you are going to be disappointed, but I switched to the Lucklin models. I was thinking of not switching on ogres and trolls, but I ended up just doing them all. It's like, whatever. And the reason for that is I just really love looking at female elves. I'm not going to lie. I guess call me a pervert. But I was doing my new hardcore bard, and I'm like, you know, she would just look so nice in Lucklin models, so sue me. Anyway, as you can see, I wanted to record this little solo session because I thought it was a bit interesting. We made our way over to the Sisters Isle camp. We're level 30, just dinged level 30. As you can see, we're barely into it at all. And the sisters here were able to split them. What I did to split them was I rooted one in the hut, which caused the other one to obviously run at me. And I was running away, and then I rooted her farther out, and I immediately camped out. When I logged back in, the second one that I had rooted out of the hut was still rooted just at the end of the route, and I was able to start casting my Clinging Darkness neck piece on her before she actually got away. So that's how I split the two here, and I'm just trying to keep it split. The respawns seem pretty quick, but we had a lucky run of the last two, so we're on top of it, which is cool. So we should be able to hold it down, but they seem to have an unusually high resistance, so oftentimes we're getting resisted on the snare, we're getting resisted on the poison and the disease dots a lot more than I would have expected for level 25s, considering that we are level 30. And with the last couple, everything seemed to land quite nicely, but prior to that, I was wondering if I was going to be able to stay on top of the spawns to keep it split. So we're still waiting on a respawn. I'm really surprised, actually. Oh, there she is, right there. Okay, well, we didn't aggro her yet. So what I do is I start out with the snare here. Keep fingers crossed that it lands. Even if it does land, they're fast. See, it did land, but she's still fast. So I start running away. Stop, cast Affliction. I stopped using the Infectious Cloud AoE one. I just don't think it's necessary. I'd rather just go with the one disease. See, look, she's snared. Isn't that crazy? Of course, it is the lowest level snare that you can get on a Necro. But still, like, that's how fast these chicks are. I can't believe Classic quadded them on his wizard. That's crazy. I was quadding him too, actually, not just Classic. See, look, it resists on the root right there. That's what I'm talking about. They like to resist. I'm tempted to melee them more. I think I could slow them, quicken myself. I might give that a try, but right now I'm just doing the old root rot method. I'm really taking advantage of the snare necklace, which allows me to dot them up pre-rooting. Unlike a Necro, for those of you who don't know, Shaman dots come with an initial damage, which makes them functionally nukes, which means that they will break root. So being able to snare and then run and cast your dots is a huge plus. Huge plus. Because you don't have to, because you're going to break root. So otherwise, you basically have to face tank them while you dot them up, which is no fun. So, oh, see, I made the mistake. Oh, did I? I made the mistake, I believe, of not recasting the snare first. Usually, before I recast the poison dot, I would recast the snare. The snare is a long cast. The chances of pulling it off are pretty low. What we did there, she's pretty low already. Let's face tank it out. We got full mana. I'm talking, so it's kind of screwing up my strategy. But what I would have done normally was I would have candy danced a bit while we were sitting and she was rooted. And then when I thought root was wearing off, I would recast the snare, and then I would hit her with another Envenom Breath. The poison dots, for those, I'm speaking to people who maybe have not had much Shaman experience. Your disease dots are small damage, but they're the best mana to damage ratio because they last so long. Like, the disease dot that I had casted on, the first thing I casted on her was still ticking away here at the end of this fight. So that just gives you an idea of how long they last. So the disease dots last a good long while, but they do little damage. Now my poison dot and Venom Breath, you can probably see, it's doing 27 damage. It ran its course twice. I hit her with that, right? And then it ran out, and I waited a while, and I hit her again with it after waiting a while, and it still ran out. So it's got a much shorter duration, but it does a much bigger chunk of damage. Affliction's doing 6, and Venom Breath is doing 27. So that's where you're, and it's still a decent mana damage ratio. It's not that much worse than the disease dots, but when you're soloing, you might as well take advantage of those disease dots. They're definitely not worth using when you're in a group. Not at all. So here the other sister's up. I kind of want to split them up a little bit more, just in case I have a bad run. So I'm going to wait until, probably until mana is full. I want to keep my HP down a little bit, since I did cast regen on myself. So I want to take advantage of regen here. So we're going to do another candy dance, or 2, maybe just 1. I think we're good to go now, but let's just wait a tick or 2. Okay, I'm sure you'll get to see what happens when things go bad. I'm going to do a couple the way I've been doing them, really show you the strategy pure. Okay, and then I think I will bust out my slow, bust out my haste, and then we'll try one with the little bit of face tanking. Why not? It should be fun. Really lucky again that all these are landing, or maybe I was really unlucky on the first couple. Maybe that's what it was. So see, I got her all dotted up. The snare makes her slow enough to where I can do that, and then root her. Now I'm bound over by this canoe here, so I really shouldn't be fighting anywhere near here. That's why I bound all the way over here, but I don't want to go into the island because there's a roaming level, lower level, like 20 or something. He might be green to me by now, but there's a roaming rogue. The funny enough is KOS to the sisters. They will kill him. Oh, see, this is where I would do a little candy dancing, usually. Since I'm regenerating HP, maybe... See, Venom Breath just wore off. We're getting worried about Root. And Snare wore off a while ago, so before Root wears off, we're going to hit her with a Snare. The cool thing about the Snare Necklace is it doesn't have any direct damage when it lands, so it will never break Root. And now that we hit her with the Snare, she's at 50% HP. We hit her with another Envenom Bolt. If we get lucky enough, it doesn't break Root, which we just did. We'll hit her with also our Tainted Breath. It didn't break Root, but Root broke naturally. Let's get away from these dwarves, kite her around a little bit while she ticks down. And then we'll do a little face tanking to the end here. We don't need to root her again. She's going to be running soon enough. This gives us an opportunity to maybe get a piercing level up. If you look at my skill box there in the bottom left, see I did get a piercing level up recently. A lot of specialized alteration. It's past 50, so it's going to be my specialty, right? So I think that the snare is gone, or else she wouldn't be running at all, but she's going to die before she gets to the water anyway, even if I don't hit her. And we're only looting the swords because we don't have really anywhere to vendor here. So the plan is, we're just going to fill every available slot with swords. I mean, maybe I won't be able to carry that many swords, but I'll be able to carry quite a few of them, I think. This box will get filled up, and then we're going to start feeling the weight. But as you can see, we're only at 87 weight right now. One of the swords is outside of the weight reduction box. I didn't think about that. I think I am going to loot some belts from now on. They're worth a platinum. And I can start filling up these smaller bags. And then when I get overweight, I mean, Sal will compensate a little bit, but I don't want to fight these sisters while I'm overweight too much, you know. We are bound here, so we just do a one-way trip. Oh, this is where you candy dance, my friend. You got full HP and regen on. That's what I'm talking about. The camera always takes a little bit of the CPU power out of the game. But we seem to be really on top of it. I'm tempted to try a little bit of melee face tank action. Maybe we'll do that for fun. So we already got regen on. It's only got 2 more minutes. Okay, I'm going to do another root rot kill. After that, I will refresh regen, and then when I have regen for a good solid time, I want to make sure it stays up while I'm doing this face tanking. Then I'll bust out quickness, and I'll bust out my best slow. We'll just pull with the slow, I think. Face tank and daughter as we go. We're not going to use the disease dot, because I think we'll be doing some damage melee, so we won't get the full use out of it. We're just going to hit her with Envenom Breath and Tainted Breath, and we'll see how the melee's going from there. But if she is slowed, it should be easy to pull off casts. It should be easy to pull off a root if that becomes necessary. So, that is the plan, Stan. We're at full mana now. Since we are at full mana, I'm just going to refresh regen now. Why not? We're still waiting for the spawn. There is one single spawn, but look at that. She's right there, so we don't need to start getting creative. Let's just stick on top of these sisters. The other single spawn does not drop a sword, and we're self-found, and we've managed to get quite a bankroll. We're up to 200 plat, but still, this is going to be huge for us. Wow, so lucky with the resist. Sometimes when I turn on the camera, I swear it's bad luck. The other day, I tried to record me soloing the moat camp in City of Mist on Miana, and I had been doing it for days, literally days, no problem, right? So I was like, let me showcase this. As soon as I turn on the camera, double charm break, and then I fall in the water, and I have to zone it. Like literally, as soon as I turned on the camera. It was kind of funny. So see, I got a spell interrupted there, and that's something that I kind of want to talk about a little bit. On this server, what I've noticed is if you stop and then cast too fast, it'll still interrupt as if you were moving, which is a bit annoying. So you got to stop and you got to wait just an extra millisecond longer than you would normally feel like was necessary. But on the converse side of that, sometimes you can start running before you start casting, and it will pull it off. It's interesting, right? I wish it were properly aligned, though. I'd prefer proper alignment on there. See, look, we got her down to 43. I don't know if there's level variance or what, or did we... Oh, how is it... See, there it goes again, interrupted. See, now we'll be lucky to pull off the snare. Yep, see? And then she interrupts, of course. Oh, I just instinctively casted root. I think I was pressing 2 because I've been playing Marrow a little bit. That's how I would kick. I got Marrow from 41 to 42 just this morning in OOT. So now she's you know, she's snared and rooted, but she doesn't have anything doing damage to her really. She's still got the disease dot. There we go. Let's get a little face tankage going on here. I hope she doesn't run to the dwarves. I don't think she will. They almost always seem to go to the water. There we go. See if we can get lucky with a little piercing level up or something. There we go. She stopped, but the snare's gonna wear off. Yep, there. See, I'm not even using a spell timer. I just got a good feel for these things at this point. She's gonna die before she gets to the water anyway, because Envenom Bolt is still on her, or Envenom Breath. Anyway, I just keep rattling on. Let's grab a belt there. Start grabbing up them belts. So we're still doing really well. I mean, the only thing that she really... Did she resist anything? I don't think she did, actually. So now we can instigate plan B. Regen is up. Let's throw on a haste. And let's get rid of this disease and throw up the slow. Tagar's insects. It's going to be a big cost slow, so it better not get resisted. In fact, it makes me a little worried that maybe I shouldn't be playing with what's don't fix what's not broken, but you know me, I love to have fun. Worst case scenario, we die. My corpse is right here on the island. Well, okay, level 30 is a hell level, so I don't think I would D-level. I'm 9% into 30. If it were not a hell level, I think I'd lose like 12 or 13%. But in hell levels, I notice you lose about 7% on death. So we'd still be 30. It's all good. Alright, she's up. Let's hit ourselves with the haste. Uh-oh. Am I lagging, or what just happened there? Yep, we're lagging. You know, this would make a more responsible EQ player consider whether or not they should even attempt this right now. but not me. Here goes the slow. And she resisted it. Okay. Alright, well. Let's just see how we do. We got haste up. No, let's not see how we do. Let's root her. Let's root her and hit her again. Jeez, that took so much mana. She better not resist it again. Okay, there we go. She's definitely slowed. I'm gonna cannibalize. Then we're gonna envenom breath her. And get to work. Tainted breath her as well. See, look at how slow she is. Tiger's Insects apparently is the slow to use for quite a while on Shaman. Alright, so with the poison dots we're doing okay. Could be better. But it's because we can eat a bit. But slow's definitely going to last the whole fight. And we're going to hit her with another Envenom Bolt. See, that wasn't bad, but I feel like we definitely use more resources. And it's because of the resist. So I think with these chicks, the way to go is the Root Rot. Just because they've got slightly higher magic and they got slightly higher resist across the board, I think, than they really should. Oh, I hit the wrong key, but she interrupted it anyway, so thank you. Now you can take some Envenom Breath to the face. And why not a Tainted Breath too, just because I know she's going to run, and I'm not going to be able to hit her, because my piercing sucks. And I'd rather she just died. So, 27 damage per tick from Envenom Breath, 8 from Tainted Breath. Come on, where's that tick? Where's the tick? There we go. She's still going to make it to the water this time. Oh, well, I was able to swaggle her a little bit. But just barely in the water, right? Just barely in there. 2%. It's okay, I get swimming level ups too. It's all good. But that definitely was not the way to go. Look at our mana pool right now versus how it was when we were root rotting. So we're definitely going to fall behind a little bit right now. So it was fun to try, but it's not the way. Now, if a slow hadn't been resisted, we'd probably be at about 50% mana right now, which would be okay. Still not as good. You know what I mean? Let's just stick with what's working nicely. But I'm still glad I did it. It was fun. Now I have Malaise, which I could be Malaising them to help with that stuff, but then that's an extra cast. It's actually a high cost debuff, a resist debuff, and also I would have to start with that, so then they're going to be running at me and hitting me anyway, you know? Anyway, I'm going to pause it and blow my nose while we wait for the next spawn and recover here. Alright. Just had a pop, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. Might as well start a little bit behind, because it looks like we're most of the time slightly ahead, so we'll have extra time to catch up later. I haven't been playing this guy much lately, because he's kind of fallen on the back burner. You know, in the end, it was kind of just me and Wolfdar, you know, the Paladin and the Shaman, which is fine for the self-found friends. But I think a lot of the reason that we lost momentum is my fault, because I was not thinking of, like, quests for us to do. I was still too concerned with just leveling. And I think now we're at a level where we can try to do quests. I think part of that was because we ended up being basically a duo. And I was like, well, what can we do as a duo, you know? We can't really do much dungeon crawling as a duo. But that's not necessarily true with 30. We could do some lower level dungeons and manage to work our way in there. It's a little hard with the Paladin's DPS being so low, unless we're fighting undead. But I can help compensate for that. And as long as he keeps aggro, we'll make it. It's not like he's gonna die. Did I forget to... Yeah, I did. So, it's not entirely because of a... No, let's not try that. Let's root. The cast on the snare is just too long. Oh, this really sucks. We just wasted so much of our HP. It's not even funny. Okay. Really gotta pay attention. Alright, snare. Let's go the other way, because we don't want to go towards the dwarfs. Envenom breath. Probably don't even need to do tainted breath at this point. She's already down to 28%. 24. Let's see if we can land a hit and not get beat up too much here. Get her running. There we go, she's running now. So piercing's got a long way to go to catch up. I don't even know if I care. I think I was thinking that I needed to get it up because I see so many higher level shamans. They're like, I see them face tanking with their pet, you know, but I think they might be doing that because they don't have the snare, not because it's actually better. So I'm not so concerned about leveling up piercing anymore, but I figure might as well, why not, get it in there. We've gotten 3 levels already in this session. We've only got 12% in, so if things keep going like that, we should be able to catch up with this method, even with just a little bit of fighting at the end like that. Anyways, this is the grind. It looks like we're doing about 17-18% an hour. For a hell level solo is not bad, but the money that we're making, I mean, they're dropping. That one only dropped 3 gold, but there are others that are dropping. I think I saw one drop a couple platinum, 6 silver, 1 gold. Okay, they don't drop much usually, but I remember I know one dropped some platinum. 5 silver. Okay. Well, the one that dropped platinum must have been a long time ago. Shoot, the other one's already up. Oh, we don't have a regen. So see, now we're falling behind a bit. I'm gonna wait until mana gets to about 80. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can keep my head in the game on this one. We need to do it right, because we got a rebuff after this fight. We got to give ourselves Sal and strength, maybe. Okay, that landed. Affliction. That landed. Venom breath. She's getting close. That also landed. Very nice. Run a little bit longer this time because she was getting close. Tainted breath. That landed. Alright, let her. She got a 1 little hit off there. Run her back this way. Hit her with the root. There we go. I think maybe we can pull off 3 cannies. And then it's time to hit her again. We'll wait for a tick too. There we go. Snare first. Re-snare. And Venom Breath just wore off. Snare is gone. And Venom Breath reapplied. And now, didn't break root. Nice, so we can do Tainted Breath, which also just wore off. Boom. Now root is broken. And, I mean, I could... Normally, I think I would face tank here, but... Oh, well, she resisted my root. Darn it. But, I mean... I'm kind of behind on HP already, so I just want to root her and let her rot her out. I mean, I paid the mana already for the damage. I might as well get full my value out of it, you know? Root wore off. That was interesting. I'm pretty sure that was really early for root to wear off. I feel like she's just started to walk faster as if Clinging Darkness wore off. It did. Doesn't look like it's gonna matter. Well, let's help make sure it doesn't matter. There we go. That'll do it. %, goes up to 13. So we're getting like 1 per, I think. Makes sense. They're 25, we're 30. Kind of hard to believe when you see the fight they put up, right? Jesus. Okay, we need some rebuffs here. Let's see. We need Sal. And I'm wondering, should I throw on like AC and stuff and strength? I don't think so. We're not really fighting. I think just Sal. Save the mana. When we start to get encumbered, then I'll start using the strength buff to compensate. But for now, we just want to maximize our mana. Kill faster. Do some candy dancing here. Taking the HP a little low, but you know, I kind of want to get on top of the spawns a little better. And I think if things go well, we don't take too many hits anyway. We're using the mana a lot anyway. Okay, that seems good. Should keep some HP just in case things go bad. They can. Clinging Darkness. Landed. Wow, compared to the first couple, this is amazing. I must have just had really bad luck those first couple. Got like multiple resists on like every spell. There we go. Affliction landed. Venom Breath. Landed. Conjuration level up. Nice. Tainted Breath. Landed. Oh, wow, this is wonderful. Oh no, that was a specialized conjuration level up, and then I got a normal conjuration level up. Tons of skill level ups. Just got specializations at 30, right? So, seeing a lot of that. Alright, let's do 3 candies. 1. 2. 3. Sit for a mana tick. And then hit her with a snare again. Venom Breath and Tainted Breath just wore off. There we go. She's about halfway done. So you can imagine with the... she's got 3 dots. We got the disease dot and the 2 poisons. And by the time the 2 poisons run their course, she's at like 50% HP exactly. And the disease dot runs the whole way. So you know you need exactly 2 casts of the disease dots and 1 cast of the... 2 casts of the poison dots. And 1 cast of the disease dot to do basically her whole HP pool. And look at that, she only took 1 swing at me. So it worked out for the HP there. We have more HP than when we started, even with the candy dancing in the middle, thanks to regen. And we still get to practice some piercing. And that, I think we definitely made progress on getting on top. If things go like that, we'll be on top of the spawns without even... we'll be on top of the spawns, and we'll be pulling them right as they spawn. And probably still waiting with full mana for the next spawn, if things go like that each time. But they don't, right? But if they did... looks like Skin Like Nature is going to wear off, which means we're about to lose a good chunk of this HP. So we might as well canny down the HP, because we're going to throw it away anyway in 30 seconds. I forget how much exactly we're going to lose. 1 more candy and that's it. There we go. Let's see, we're at 53% HP. 902 is our total right now. And went down to 652. HP went up to 75%, so we lost 25%. Thanks to a buff from Wolfdar, who helped me buy a spell. I know this is self-found, but there was I needed a spell, Sense Animals, to practice my divination, and they did not sell it in Grob. And I figured that's something that the Paladin could have done. He could have run into Kelethin and bought the spell for me, right? And remember, my self-found thing is, you know, amongst friends we can share. And so even though he didn't actually use the Paladin, he used the Druid, he could have used the Paladin easily, so I don't consider that cheating at all. I shouldn't even have to say that. I don't have to say that, so I should just stop saying that. Alright, let's see how we do now. Regen is dropping. Oof. Actually, let's throw that up real quick. Now, even though we got 20 seconds left or whatever. And let's throw a candy on it, just to take advantage of it. Because I'm probably going to hit full HP before I do my candy dancing during the route. Let's see though. Interrupted? Oh no, it landed. Okay, that was weird. Why did it say spell interrupted? I don't know. Must have been for some other cast. Oh no! I'm screwing this one up, you guys. Why do I keep pushing 5? I don't even know why I'm pushing 5. Alright, so this one's going to be interesting. Hopefully we can pull off all the dots. I think we can, before the snare wears off. Let's pull her back this way though. There we go. Oh, the snare just wore off, so maybe we can't. But we still got it rooted? Yes, we did. Okay. Well, let me do some candy dancing. 1, 2, 3. I'm tempted to go for 4 on this one. I don't know why. I think it's because I see that the poison breath has not worn off yet. And I want to give it time to run its full course. Okay, there we go. Re-snare. Resisted. Oh no. Come on, come on, come on. Cast, cast, cast. What's going on? Why aren't you casting? Oh, lag, lag. Lag is ruining my life, you guys. There we go. Boom. Poison breath on her. Let's just kite her back this way and hit her with the tainted breath. Just to make it easy on us. Boom. I'm tempted to not even root. Just run this way a bit and then take a seat. By the time she catches up to me, she'll be almost in the run area of her HP. There we go. There she goes. She's running already. Oh, she's going straight for the water. And there goes Clinging Darkness. Come on, come on. Boom, got her again. I think I got her. Was she in the water? I think she was in the water, so it doesn't count, because you can't cast on something in the water. Wow. Well, we got her anyway. Affliction wore off. We got the full run. Tainted Breath. Oh no, our dots have all worn off. We gotta finish her off with melee. Well, at least we got full mana efficiency on them. Full use out of them dots. Alright, our weight is getting up there. But again, we have a strength buff we can give ourselves. It'll let us carry a bit more. And I think we can reorganize. Yep, of course, we got a belt. We got a belt in the weight reduction bag. That brings us down to 102. There we go. Alright, and the other sister's up already, so we're a little bit behind. That's okay. Just a little behind, I think. I don't know when she popped, but we're just gonna candy our mana up to like 80 and then hit her. I'm not gonna wait any longer than that. Maybe we should though. Nah, we're good. let's see. Clean Darkness landed. Affliction landed. Venom Breath landed. She caught up to me. Wow. Okay. Gotta be careful, I guess. Tainted Breath landed. She's got the full dose of everything. I wonder if I should do Infectious Cloud. You know, it's kind of the same as Affliction. Might be worth throwing it in there just to see how things go. One canny. Two cannies. Three cannies. Wait. Clean Darkness. Landed. And Venom Breath. Landed and broke root. And Tainted Breath. Man, HP is not great. I'd rather not face tank, but we're getting too close to her sister's hut there. Let's bring her back over here. And we'll tank her for just a second before she starts to run. Wow, she crushed me right there. Now we got her on the run. Piercing level up. Well, we're almost at the point where we're going to be encumbered. I think each sword weighs, let's see how much. 7.5. So now that the weight reduction box is completely full, we're going to be encumbered after the next sword. I cast the strength buff, then we'll be able to carry 2 or 3 more, and then we're going to be encumbered. And I'm not sure how I feel about trying to kill these sisters when I'm encumbered, because they do run fast. Here we go, destroyed copper and silver. Maybe I should also destroy gold? Yeah, probably not. I'm going to pause while we wait for respawn here. Alright, here we go. Now, just for kicks, we are going to throw in our AoE dot, Infectious Cloud, just to see if we add that extra disease dot, how it changes things. So we landed the snare. Definitely got to start with it, because it being AoE means that it will hit yourself if you let it. It landed. Affliction will land, I think. Yep. So now we're going to have 4 dots on her. We might not want to use the second Tainted Breath. Just let the disease dots run their course, but we will use the first one. Boom. Exchange swings real quick there. We missed. She hit for 3. No biggie. Okay, let's get the root on her before... Oh, it looks like... it looked like the snare did wear off. Okay, so that's something to consider. It lets the snare wear off. 1 canny. 2 cannies. I think I'm gonna go for 4 cannies this time, just because I got so much HP. And then immediately start casting the snare. Look, she's at 42% HP now. So she's really feeling that extra dot noticeably. It's pretty nice. Let's just kite her back. We don't even use the next Tainted Breath. Just let the new poison dot do its thing. Take a seat here. Throw in another canny. And there, look, she's already running. So that was actually pretty nice. Wasn't bad. Wish my snare lasted a bit longer. But it should just be I'm just happy to have a snare at all. That wasn't bad at all. Maybe I'll continue. What do you mean my bags are full? Wow, they are full. Destroy these giant bat wings here. A Farsight crystal. I think that's some random quest thing that I just picked up because, like, why not? Alright, so now that the bags are full, we'll see what we can destroy. And then we will start destroying belts. If we got a single dark bone chip, let's get rid of that. We got 2 dull bone chips, let's get rid of them. 1 war bone chip. Yeah, definitely. Even the bone chips, straight bone chips, we should get rid of for these swords. I mean, obviously. Alright, let's hit ourselves with a couple more cannies, and then the next one's already up. Let's get to it. I'm gonna try that again with the extra disease dot. I kinda liked it. Alright, snare landed. Infectious cloud. Landed. Affliction. Landed. Venom breath. Landed. And tainted breath. Landed. Alright. Now she's feeling really bad. She's feeling horrible right now. Alright, let's do 3 cannies. At least. Yeah, 3 is good this time. 2. 3. Let's go with 4, why not? We're gonna have to cast an extra dot, so it should put us about even. Our specialized alteration is just taking off. I love it. There we go. Venom breath should break the root. Doesn't always though, but it usually does, and here it did. Let's come back a little bit more. Hopefully we can get a mana tick in before she catches up to us. Nope. And look, don't even have to take a hit. And the cool thing that I like about having the extra disease dot is it's still on when she's trying to run for her life. So if for some reason the envenom bolt was off, the snare wore off, I would still have both disease dots doing enough damage to take her down eventually, you know? So I like that. What we need to do on this guy is get him a Rupesite breastplate for their HP regen, but we're only 30 now. That will not be easy to do. We should be like 40. It's a little late, but the limits of self-found. If I weren't self-found, he would have had it the whole way. I would have given him the ruby. HP regen would have been through the roof with the ruby regen, the troll regen, and then also the regeneration spell on him. Oh my gosh. You'd be canny dancing like there's no tomorrow, dude. So now we need to throw up our strength buff. So let me find that. Raging strength. This is going to take a big chomp out of our mana here, but it's become necessary. Not too big. And it puts us up to 141. That's pretty good. Okay. So let's see, the swords are 7.5, and we can carry 20... No, we can carry 16 more pounds. So we can carry 2 more swords before we gotta hit the road. We got one more space in the bags, so we're gonna have to destroy one belt, get 2 more swords, and then we'll be good to make a trip back to town, see how much money we made. Actually, I think I'm gonna destroy these bone chips too. I don't need them. And then I can pick up a couple of belts. Then I'll have full inventory. Let's make sure we destroy all this copper and silver too, if we can get an extra pound. The belts are like 1 pound. And then what we'll do is we'll kill one last sister, and just to get us to encumbrance before we leave. Bring as much back with us as we can. What we're going to do is take the boat, and the boat should take us to Butcher Block. In Butcher Block we can sell the Druid Rings, so it works out. Clinging Darkness. Then we can just gate back here and do it again. But I will end the video after we sell this load here. Oh, a fizzle threw me off. Wasn't expecting it. There we go. Okay. Really got to root her soon. I think Snare already wore off and she resisted. Alright. Well, things can't go perfectly all the time. There we go. Three cannies. Regen is dropping, but that's okay. Look at her, already down to 40% this time. Because it took a little longer. See, now only the disease dots are on her, but they're still doing their thing, and now the snare adds another 5 to that. So even just those 3, they do a 16 damage per tick. Not horrible. Boom, now she's got the Envenom Breath on her, and she's in trouble. That's all we're going to say. She's losing 5% of her HP per tick. One more tick, and she'll be running. There she goes. I could just med. That'd probably be the thing to do here. But I'm trying to get those piercing skill ups. But if you weren't, I would recommend just medding right here. If you got those dots on her, she's done. Get full value out of your disease dots too, you know? There we go, sword and belt. Alright, wait for the next one. Alright, the next one's already up. I remember they were pretty close together. We're going to separate them a little bit this time. Because we are a bit low on stuff here. Had to recast regen. There we go. Now I'm going to let myself med up naturally. I don't want to take my HP too low. Med up naturally to like 80% mana. We're at 75 now. I'm alright. I think we're good to go. Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot to forget regen in favor of Infectious Cloud. So no Infectious Cloud this time. Just how I was doing before. Affliction and 2 disease dots. Which is fine. But I did like the Infectious Cloud thing. I do like it, I should say. Okay, 3 cannies. So to make up, we'll hit her with Tainted Breath as well. We're gonna go with 4 cannies this time. And a mana tick here. Alright, Clinging Darkness. Then Envenom Bolt. Oh, Root wore off. That was perfect timing for that snare to get pulled off there. She's still got 43% HP. Definitely noticing the difference without that extra disease dot. That was a good one. Boom. Now she's in trouble though. Now she's in trouble. Because that Tainted Breath, it's a really old poison dot, but it's, you know, relatively low cast and does 8 damage per tick, which is more damage per tick than, you know, my disease dots, which are new. Of course it wears out quicker, but also doesn't cost too much. Down she goes. Sword and belt. Now I think we're at full inventory at this point. Let's double check that. Yep, everything is full in the bags. We do have one piece of food here. We also have a saber-toothed tiger hide. Am I ever going to do anything with that? A barbed bone chip we can delete here. Destroy that. Okay, let's destroy 2 things here. Let's just eat this ration. Okay. So 1 more sister kill. Maybe 2, because they spawn in pairs and we just killed both, so 1 or 2 more sister kills and then we'll hop on the boat. Alright, we just hit full mana, full HP when the first one spawns. Perfect. Got Infectious Cloud back up this time. Let's get started. Clinging Darkness. Boom, landed. Infectious Cloud. Boom. Wow, no resists. I was talking about how much they resist. Let's just had a run of bad luck for some reason. Or maybe if the sisters sit there for a while, their resists build up. I don't know. Unfortunately, we got fully. I hate running around with full HP because it's like my regen spell's going to waste. You know what I mean? But she'll take there. She took a point away. There, rooted her. Candy dance time. 1, 2. We're going with 4 this time just because we got too much HP. 3, 4. Mana tick. Tick. Okay. Re-snare. Resist. Not good. Re-snare, re-snare, re-snare. Root's gotta break, like right now. We got her. Okay. Envenom Breath. Boom. And resisted the Envenom Breath. Oh my gosh. Root's gonna break any second. Boom. We got her with that one. Okay. Look, she's already done. She's already cooked. We're just gonna run back. We're gonna run back to the hut and just like sit and chill. Look at that. There she goes. Trying to run. Snare wears off quick, as you can see. Alright, sword. Now we are encumbered. And the plan was, I still feel like I'm fast enough. I got 2 more minutes on Sao and on regen. Well, it just flicked down to 1, which means it's like 155 right now, right? Do I try one more? Where would I even put it? The sword and the belt. I could get rid of my food and water. Let's just get the sword. I don't need the belt. I just made room. Just get the sword. Alright, she's up. Let's see how we do encumbered. We're probably going to do fine, and I would probably keep going for a little while, except I'm already overweight anyway. Like, my bags are full, I mean. I'm already got full bags anyway. So. I think I'm feeling the difference here. It's getting a little harder to keep distance. Oh, Sao and Regen are dropping right now. Okay, not good. They got 12 more seconds. That should be enough. Just need a rooter. Okay. Okay. Candy dance time. No more Sao. Not good. Never wise in this situation to not have Sao up. Never wise at all. So, given that, we're going to put an end to this fight as soon as we can. We're going to hit her with the snare right now. Start dotting her up. There we go. Oh wait, and Venom Breath is still going. Okay, there we go. I should have just casted it. It was already wearing off. Boom. Here she comes, and we are encumbered. Oh my gosh. She's straight up catching up to us. Don't matter. We got her on the run. Easy peasy. Alright. That takes us up to 24%. Not bad for a grind. Trying to think of what I can... Did I destroy my wings and kept the giant bat wing? I could have sworn I destroyed the giant bat wings. Oh my gosh. Alright, so when we go back to Butcher, we're going to have to kill a few bats too. I'm an idiot. Well, at least I know what I can get rid of here. Alright. Gonna re-sow ourselves at least. And head on over to the butcher block rings and see how much money we maked. Gotta love it. The troll IQ is wearing off on me. Me's an English teacher. Maked the monies. Me's teach English. Here. That's how I maked the monies. Gonna wait for the boat to come, and then we're gonna invis up. Hopefully we don't fizzle ourselves into oblivion. And voila. Alright. We didn't fizzle our mana away. Here we go, getting on the boat. This sister will be none the wiser. See you later, Sister's Isle. I noticed that the sails on my boats were fixed. Don't know why they're fixed now, but they are. It's awesome. Alright, still on the boat here, but I was thinking after we sell all these swords, we'll see how many we've got here. I organize them. Came out to 19 swords. 10 here, 6 here, and then 3 more. And 10 belts. So 19 swords and 10 belts. We're going to see how much we get from that. But then we're going to think of what's the next thing to do on this character with Wolfdar on Korvac. And I was thinking it's about time we started looking for some choice pieces of gear that we could use to upgrade this guy. We could use some earrings. We could use wisdom, obviously, the most. That's the stat we need the most of. So if you have any ideas where we can get some nice wisdom, please feel free to comment in the video. Let me know. As far as what pieces, I'm thinking replace the worst of our pieces, but then again, you know, we don't have very much that's good at all. I mean, the Sarnak and Blazing Tabard is decent, so maybe we don't worry about a chest piece so much. We aim to replace these rawhide boots first. Maybe, you know, we got some banded. These Grob Unlimited could go. They're not so bad, though, but everything we got is basically like blackened iron that Korvac got from that one night card quest, or banded that Korvac made. And we don't have much that's got stats. We've got the Jade Trocodile Prod and the Shiny Brass Shield and the Sarnak and Blazing Tabard, and we managed to get a gem encrusted ring killing giants in what zone was that? Frontier Mountains. But aside from that, we're pretty much wearing no stat gear. So if you have any good ideas of something you think that we could achieve getting as a duo, or maybe with a couple of friends, please let me know in the comments. I will hit P99 up and see what I can do about figuring out what to go for. But it's obviously going to be quite a bit of research, checking all these different slots and seeing where everything drops, and then thinking about what's viable, what's accomplishable. And if somebody else who has more experience with the Shaman might just sort of know already. So please feel free to let me know in the comments some good suggestions for gear for me to chase. Oh shoot, I gotta jump off the back of this boat here before I aggro the little dwarf on the dock. People don't seem to be killing the dwarves as much anymore, so they're usually always up. Oh, I'm not seeing her though. Maybe she is down. Maybe someone is on it. Anyway, we're safe. Look at this. Look at this swimming. It's like you're not even in the water, dude. Must have to do with the Luckland models. But we're gonna swim on over to the Druid Rings, and then we will figure out exactly how much money we made today. All right, here we are. Now let's tally up. Right now we've got exactly 204 plat and 35 gold. And we're only going to pay attention to plat and gold. Let's see what we're getting. 8 platinum, 9 gold, 4 silver, 9 copper for each sword. So let's see what we can get up to. 204.35 was our starting point. How much money did we make today? I should just open all my bags. Let me do that. There we go. And then adjust accordingly. Put the merchant like over here. Okay, there we go. I'll keep that open so we can see the money going up. We already made over 100. Alright, these belts, 1 platinum, 1 gold. Wowzers. 204 plat went up to 366 plat, so that's 162. 162 plat. 34 gold went to 216 gold, so it's minus 36, let's just say. 180, so that's another 18 plat. So, yeah, we made, what is it? I just forgot how much plat. Sorry, I'm sick. 18 plus 204, 222. So 144. We made 144 plat? Is that right? No, I added it to the wrong number. Okay. 366 plus 18 is 376. 384. So 204 to 384. 180 plat. Not bad at all. Still got a bunch of silver and copper that's not being included in that number. Which makes me wonder if there's anything worth buying here. I would like some food and some drink, but it doesn't look like I'll get that. Now, if I want to bank, what I've got to do is, I probably have to invis through the fire pots. Do I want to bank? Well, we can still carry carry enough for another session. Let's see if we destroy this copper and this silver. Brings us back down to 83. That's pretty good. So yeah, made about 180 plat, doubled our bankroll pretty much, and got 24% experience. Had some fun too. I enjoyed that session. I hope you guys did as well. See you next time, hopefully on Korvac, hopefully with Korvac, hopefully doing something interesting, going after some piece of gear. But I don't know. Catch you then.